Before she became a billionaire, before Oprah called her a genius, Sara Blakely was just a 20-something woman in Florida selling fax machines door to door. Not exactly glamorous. She wore cheap suits, carried heavy equipment under the burning sun, and got rejected every single day. But here's the part no one sees. Those long walks from office to office, those slammed doors, those humiliations, they built her mindset. Sara wasn't loud, gifted, or wealthy. She didn't have investors, mentors, or connections. She had one thing: resilience. At night, she sat in her tiny apartment and dreamed of a bigger life. She wanted freedom. She wanted creativity. She wanted something that was hers. One night, while dressing for a party, she had an idea that would quietly change the fashion world. She cut the feet off her control-top pantyhose so they wouldn't show in her open-toe shoes, and suddenly she felt smoother, more confident, more comfortable. She didn't know it yet, but she had just invented Spanx. That night wasn't a celebration. It was a signal, a spark, an idea born from frustration. She didn't know how to start a company. She didn't know how to manufacture anything. But she knew something else. Millions of women had the same problem, and she was going to solve it. She took her life savings, $5,000, and bet on herself. Sara didn't have a business degree. She didn't have a network. She didn't even know what prototype meant. But she had belief. She drove to North Carolina, the heart of the textile industry, and walked into factory after factory asking men to produce her idea. They laughed. They dismissed her. Some looked at her like she was crazy. But one factory owner asked her something simple. "Why are you so passionate about this?" She said, "Because it helps women." And he gave her a chance. Sara spent nights writing her patent application by herself, using a $20 legal textbook. She sketched designs, cut samples, tested fabrics, and begged friends to try them on. She obsessed over comfort, stretch, and feel. She designed the packaging herself. Bold red, simple, honest. She made the name up fast. Spanx. She bought web domains, used her apartment as a warehouse, filled her hallway with boxes. She was the founder, the designer, the packer, the marketer, everything. No investors, no loans, no safety net, just $5,000 and a dream. And then came her first big break, Neiman Marcus. Sara walked into a buyer's office, pitched her idea, and got rejected. So she said, "Come to the bathroom with me. I need to show you something." She put on her prototype in front of the buyer. The buyer stared and said one word: "Yes." Neiman Marcus gave her a chance, but retail shelves don't guarantee success. Sara now needed customers. So she did what no founder had done before. She went to stores herself. She reorganized displays. She talked to women. She convinced salespeople to demonstrate the product. She wrote handwritten thank you notes to customers and even sent gift baskets to store employees. She wasn't building a company. She was building a movement. One day, her phone rang. It was Oprah's team. Spanx had been chosen as one of Oprah's favorite things. That single moment exploded the company. Demand skyrocketed. Stores sold out. Orders flooded her tiny apartment. She hired her first employee. Her mom helped too. But Sara wasn't done. She expanded the product line, introduced new styles, improved materials. She listened to women, really listened. She turned real problems into billion-dollar solutions. Soon, celebrities wore Spanx on red carpets. Hollywood stylists made it mandatory. Everyday women made it essential. Sara never forgot the women she built it for. Her mission wasn't beauty, it was confidence. Spanx became a cultural force, and the fashion world wasn't ready. Sean's brokerage became one of Chicago's most powerful. He expanded into development, financing, and TV, starring in CNBC's The Deed, Chicago, where he mentored new investors. His personal portfolio crossed the billion-dollar mark. He started mentoring others from humble beginnings, teaching that the American dream is real, but only for those willing to work like they're still broke. He invested in luxury properties and commercial spaces, but always kept his humility. When asked how he built his empire, Sean said, "By doing what others refused to do for longer than they thought I could." Sara Blakely's story is a roadmap for anyone dreaming big on a small budget. Lesson 1. Start before you're ready. She didn't know how to design shapewear. She learned by doing. Lesson 2. Use what you have. $5,000. A red backpack. Passion. Lesson 3. Solve your own problem. Millions will relate. Lesson 4. Rejection is part of the journey. She heard no hundreds of times. Lesson 5. Invest in people. Salespeople. Shoppers. Employees. Everyone mattered. Sara Blakely didn't inherit a company. She didn't pitch investors. She didn't wait for permission. She created her own lane. With $5,000 and an idea born from frustration, she built a shapewear empire that changed how women feel in their clothes and how women see entrepreneurship. Today, Spanx is a global brand. Sara is a symbol of self-made success. She once said, "Believe in your ideas, even when no one else does." And that belief turned $5,000 into $1 billion revolution.